Hey guys, what's going on? This is Chris here at Hydroponics of Birmingham, and today I'm going to make a video about tilapia. Why tilapia, you ask? Well, tilapia are one of the best choices you can make for an aquaponic gardening system. Also, tilapia are fast growing and they're highly reproductive. The adults range anywhere from 12 to 16 inches and they can grow up to several pounds. They're very cold tolerant, and by that I mean they can withstand temperatures as low as 50 degrees. They're no koi or goldfish, but they make great table fare. Another reason is the fact that basically they're a natural biological control for most aquaponic environments. And by that I mean they eat algae. If you're in a pond, they're going to control invasive species such as duckweed or any other type of invasive species. This is our holding tank right here, and basically what this is a preschool for the fish. So this is where they're going to spend their early periods of their life cycle. The reason this has to happen is we had to remove them from the tank that they were born in where their mother was. She's pregnant, she's got eggs in her mouth for 7 to 10 days, she hasn't eaten anything at all, and when she has these guys, she can eat all of them. So we pull her out, we let those guys stay in there for, about a week, and then we put them in our holding tank. So what I'm going to do now is show you guys these fish. I'm going to cheat a little bit and make sure I catch some and use some food. So hopefully they'll come on up. Alright, we got a few in there for sure. So let me try to show you guys these fish. You can see them jumping around. They are very healthy. And I'll try to pull one out without hurting him. This guy right here is a good little 2 to 4 inch fish. Very healthy. You can see the stripes on there. A great looking tilapia. So I'm going to put these guys back in here and we are going to move on to our next tank. And those guys are about 4 to 6 inches long, and I'd say they weigh maybe 1/4 pound right now. So I'll show you that tank here coming up. Alright, so what this is an intermediate tank. So the first tank I showed you was where we hold them, and a lot of those fry we may sell. This tank right here is where we're trying to find a breeding stock. So we get 20 to 30 really great looking healthy fish and put them in here, grow them out a little while, and what I'm going to do now is move some of these fish into their next breeder tank that we're going to set up and try to tell the sex of them. So that can be a difficult process, but hopefully I'll be able to show you guys the males and the females, and that way we can get our next breeder set up. So I'm going to scoop a few of these guys out. Bring them over to our tank. And then from here, I'll pull them out and put a little food coloring on there and try to show you guys if they're male or female. But to save a little time, let me scoop some of those out, get them in this tank, and I'll be back in just a second. Alright guys, so what we're doing now, as I explained earlier, is trying to tell if they're male or female. This is a task that can be difficult, especially the smaller the fish are, to actually see if they're male or female. So what I'm going to show you guys how to do is go ahead and catch you a fish. And what we're going to do is turn it belly side up, and what I have is a little food coloring here. We're going to pour that food coloring on, and then a female is going to have 2 holes, a male is going to have 1. You can see here there are 1, 2 holes, so this is definitely a female, which is great because in a tank, a breeder tank, you really need a ratio of about 4 to 1, and what I mean by that is 4 females to 1 male. So we're going to continue here and hopefully find a male. This one's a little more lively than the other, kind of squirming around. So we're picking this one up. Once again, just a little food coloring to help us see that. And, well, we have another female. Just to be sure, 1, 2 holes. So that's good. We're getting close to our female ratio. Alright, flip this up. Maybe a guy. Alright, you can clearly see there's only one hole there. So we have found our male. This guy's going to be the alpha dog, and he's going to be a lucky guy to be in there with 4 females. But I'm going to finish setting this breeder tank up offline and come right back to you and let you see what the final product looks like. Alright guys, thanks a bunch for sticking around. So in conclusion, I'm going to show you our breeder tank. So what we have back here is our initial breeding tank. All the fish you've seen in this video have come from these 5 fish. And you can see they're getting quite large. These guys right here are old. They're ready to get into a different tank, a different container, and that's why we set up the new breeder tank. So over here, that's the one we've recently added to the tank. And the conditions of the light's right, conditions of the water's right, we've raised the temperature, we've extended that light period, and hopefully soon we're going to come back with a video with some of these fry.